Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. So, as in the last vlog, you have seen that in Cappadocia we did the red tour, Cappadocia red tour, and unfortunately we couldn't complete the hot air balloon ride because due to the weather conditions the flight got cancelled. But any which ways that day was completed, and after returning back I just relaxed for some time. As the day was hectic, I took hot tub bath and after that I had a very peaceful sleep. So yes, this is what I did on the Cappadocia day, that is day 4. After that, the next day we had the flight of initially we had the flight of 12 p.m. in the afternoon, but then that flight got preponed at 10 a.m. So somehow we were thinking that we can get the hot air balloon flight done on this day, but as the flight got preponed we couldn't do it, and we just, and it wasn't even sure that whether hot air balloon rides will be done or not on this day as well, because for the 4 consecutive days the ride was getting cancelled. So that was the main concern, that whether even on this day it will be continuing, like they will resume it or not. But they had resumed, and even though if we hadn't had this ride, hot air balloon flight, but still we got this beautiful spectacular view of of all these balloons over this Cappadocia region, because this was the main highlight, this was the main thing. And even getting this view was really great thing we could experience. At least we saw this view, so we were happy for that. We in the early morning, the flight will start at 5 a.m. in the morning. So yes, we were hoping that we could have done this flight, but due to the preponement of the flight of our air flight from Cappadocia to Antalya, and as from Cappadocia region to the airport it almost takes like 1 hour, so we couldn't do this ride. But we enjoyed this spectacular view and we were happy for that. So yes, from after enjoying this view we had a very pretty fast breakfast. Even we did not get time because the vehicle came to pick up us at around like 8 a.m. and then we fatafat se we had our breakfast, we left, we reached the airport and we flew off to Antalya. So yes, after reaching Antalya it was almost like whole day went at the airport itself, and we reached Antalya around evening, around like 5, and from airport to the main area where the main city is and where our stay was, it almost took like 1 hour. So yes, after reaching, this was the beautiful view, this was a beautiful stay. I will tell you more about this stay at the end of this video because it was very unique stay, and I would really like everyone to experience this stay because it was actually beautiful. Just to give you a highlight, that this day will rotate, it will revolve around, and after each 6 hours it will reach the same spot with the view. So yes, the view will keep on changing from this day, and this was really a very unique experience and I was happy to have this experience. So after this, after getting changed and all, we went down and we had food outside. So yeah, this was the day 5. After this, the next day was the excursion day. So this day was planned for the Pamukkale cotton castle of Turkey. So we entered from one of the gates and we have to exit to the other gate. So this place is Hierapolis. It is an ancient Greek city next to Pamukkale in the Denizli province of Turkey. The city dates back to the Hellenistic period and still contains its magnificent ruins. It is a UNESCO World Heritage Site that is mainly known for its hot springs that have been used as a spa since the 2nd century BC. The site is also home to the tomb of Philip the Apostle. Its streets are perpendicular or parallel, with the main road running north to the south next to the travertine terraces. But in our case, we started our trip from the south to north gate because the guide said that usually people will miss out seeing all these areas because there is nothing much to see, but still he wanted us to see, like show us everything, and he was telling about the history of it. So yes, he took us from the south to the north part because main of the things like the pool, Cleopatra's pool, or the Pamukkale area, the theatre, Hierapolis theatre is on the north side. So it was a good thing that he covered this for us, and he was telling us the importance, the different things about the king and everything, and this was the latrine area, he was saying like that. There were many different activities which we can do at this area. So there was this paragliding activity, then we can just relax near the Pamukkale area, the Cotton Castle area. Then there was this Cleopatra's pool, hot spring pool, which is which has many benefits for the health. And there was this helicopter ride which we can take as well, but the frequency of it was not that much, it was less. More commonly activities done were like swimming in the Cleopatra's pool, or doing the paragliding activity, or just relaxing near the Pamukkale area, the Cotton Castle area. So this was the start of it. After seeing this, I was just thinking how that main area will be, that Cotton Castle area. And this was the meeting area. From here the guide told us that we can do whatever activities from this point onwards, whatever we wish for. And this is the Cleopatra's pool, and there were extra charges for it to be paid, like around 80 or 90 euros or dollars, like that. So yes, we had to pay extra for this swimming at this pool. Then there was this sitting area where we can have like lunch, or we can eat over here. So yes, we can relax over here. And from here then there was this next spot where we can go to the theater and everything. But prior to this, we first explored the Cotton Castle area. So yes, again we went back, and this was the area where we were walking to enter the main area, Cotton Castle area. It is very very much famous, and people do come here from different places just to see this site. Also, hot air balloon ride is one of the activities which will take place over this area, but when we were there, it wasn't available. So Pamukkale, the word is Turkish, and the meaning of it is Cotton Castle. So it is a natural site in Denizli province in southern West Turkey. The area is famous for a carbonate mineral left by the flowing of thermal spring water. So as I was saying that this Cleopatra's pool and the water in this Pamukkale area is has some health benefits. So the thermal water of Pamukkale is rich in minerals like sulfur and silica, known to have a positive effect on skin health. Sulfur increases and helps to cleanse the skin and fight off conditions such as psoriasis, eczema and dermatitis. The white landscape is called as travertines. The best time of the year to visit Pamukkale is in autumn to avoid the crowd of tourist buses, and it is not so hot anymore over here. The average temperature is between 20 and 30 degrees Celsius, and the weather is perfect to swim in Cleopatra's pool and walk bare feet around the travertines. The Pamukkale region is far from all the main cities, so for us, like from Antalya, we had the pickup at around 4:45 am in the morning, and the journey from Antalya to Pamukkale is almost like 3 hours. It was 250 kilometers distance. So yes, we had to like wake up early in the morning and get here. We reached here by around 9, because we had breakfast in between. So yes, so the white stones which we can see it over here, which is called as Pamukkale, the Turkish name, it refers to the surface of the shimmering snow white limestone, shaped over millennia by calcite rich springs. Dripping slowly down the mountain slide, mineral rich waters collect in and cascade down the mineral terraces into pools below. It was added as a UNESCO World Heritage Site in 1988 along with Hierapolis. Pamukkale's terraces are made up of travertine, a sedimentary rock deposited by mineral water from the hot springs. In this area, there are 17 hot springs with temperature ranging from 35 degrees Celsius to 100 degrees Celsius. The water that emerges from the spring is transported 320 meters to the head of the travertine terraces and deposits calcium carbonate on a section 60 to 70 meters long, covering an expanse of 24 meters to 30 meters. When the water, supersaturated with calcium carbonate, reaches the surface, carbon dioxide deglasses from it and calcium carbonate is deposited. Calcium carbonate is deposited by the water as a soft gel, which eventually crystallizes into travertine. As you can see, these white stones. So this was a lot of knowledge and information about this site. It is a tourist attraction, as you know, and it is very famous because of the status and its natural beauty. So one of the thing is that walking over here, it's risky. I mean, it's slippery over here, and there are like stones which are there, which can which can cause some it can hurt you. So yes, we need to be careful while walking inside, and it is slippery as well. So it's always better to go barefoot. So these white terraces are present for a long stretch, and I would suggest that for some distance only you can go and explore it, because all downside it's the same view which you will get. So better not to waste time going till the downwards and exploring or seeing the same thing. Instead, with this you can do some other activities as well, like swimming in the Cleopatra's pool, or doing paragliding or hot air balloon ride. So after completing the Pamukkale region, we visited the museum, which contains historical artifacts from Hierapolis as well as from other towns. The museum's exhibition space consists of three halls of the vaulted Hierapolis bath buildings and the open-air areas in the eastern side, which are known to have used as the library and gymnasium. The artifacts in open exhibition space are mostly marble and stone. The museum is located just opposite the White Cliff Pools, travertines, and just before you reach the antique pool, that is the Cleopatra's pool. The admission of this museum is included in the ticket to the archaeological park, and it takes under 30 minutes to tour the three main rooms. I would highly recommend to visit it before continuing on to the tour to the Roman theatre at the top of the hill, for which we will have to walk a lot, and to the rest of the ruins of the Hierapolis. So yes, this is it for the museum, and after this we did a small hike and we reached the Hierapolis theatre. So this is the theatre, and the main unique factor is that it had the capacity of 15,000 sitting in this area. So yes, as you can see, this is the theatre, and it was used for different purposes, for various different purposes, and it's one of the very ancient archaeological site and very famous site. This was a good treat to eyes, and from here as well we could spot paragliding. So yes, all in all it was a good experience. After this we came back to the city. It was a journey of 3 hours, and then by night, almost like around 8, we reached at our stay. This is the revolving building. So it was unique, as I said, and I love this concept as the view constantly changes at the gap of 6 hours, and the decor inside is completely different and minimalist. The restaurant area is also quirky, with lots of different chairs and shelves, and the garden was the best part, as you can see, of this hotel, and the views were stunning. So all in all it was completely a very good experience. So this is how we ended our day. We came back and then we went to dinner, and yes, this is the building I'm talking about, and this were the views, beautiful views. And after this we will head back to the next day, which will be the Antalya day tour. So stay tuned for that, and until then do like, share and subscribe, and take care until then. Bye.